Hello everybody, thank you so much for being here with me. My name is Rizky. So I just come back from my 1 week vacation in Sicily and I experienced such a beautiful things, like unexpected beautiful things. I didn't really plan like the exact plan to be there. I was just like, let's get into the unknown, and unexpectedly a lot and so much beautiful things happen. I just found an incredible people, incredible person, and it just makes me love life again. It makes me love myself again, found myself again, and stop blaming myself for what happened in the past, where I also find closure with my past, and I want to share about this with you. So enjoy. This vacation supposed to be with someone or my ex-partner because he just bought a house there and we just want to spend time there, and I want to see the progress of his house because he's renovating the house and so on. But sadly, about a month before the vacation, we broke up. So I was thinking several times, should I cancel this vacation? Should I just go to somewhere else, or should I just stay here? Because I also don't want to be sad for being in there. I just don't know, but Sicily is big, and this is not the first time that I broke up a month before our vacation together in Sicily. So I already figured it out and I decided to go to another city that I haven't been there before. I also decided to stay in a hostel with another people because I thought, like, I feel like I am ready to open to another people. I feel like I want to get to know another people and just to listen to their story, to their amazing story, or to just share something. And I was quite excited for that, but sometimes I also got the down feeling where, like, oh my god, what if we didn't broke up? Oh my god, what if we still together? It's gonna be beautiful. We like spend a week only two of us and stuff. Sometimes I got anxious, sometimes I got sad, but I'm also really excited. But mostly I'm so excited to be in a hostel. I mean, in a hostel, like, you can't predict anything, and I didn't really expect anything, and I'm just open to everything that's going to happen. For the 2 nights, I was in a quite isolated place in Italy. It's called Corleone, and this place is very famous with its history of mafia. Even they have like a mafia museum. And so the 2 nights I spent time like alone. I have a very peaceful day. I just start to sort of all of my feeling, of my thoughts and everything. I take time to write everything down. I even make a video, maybe you see in my previous video. But I'm so lucky that the hotel owner, he is really kind. He also offered a bike tour, and then we did a bike tour, and then we drop in the mafia museum. I didn't know a lot about mafia, so I finally found out what is it all about, how it begins and how it ends and so forth. So I'm so grateful that I know this place. When I bought the gelato or the ice cream, someone with disability, like, he come to me, he gave me his hands, and I thought it's for handshake, but he grabbed my hand. I was like, no, it's fine, it's okay, I just want to buy an ice cream. So I bought my ice cream. I enjoy my ice cream on the table front of the church, because the ice corner is like front of the church, and I enjoy the sun, I enjoy the ice, until a disabled person come to me, and I was like, yeah, sit. And then we just, like, in a silent, we eat our food. I eat my ice and he eat his bread, and yeah, it was really nice until the last day is coming, and I have to pack all my stuff, and I have to go to another city. I have to go to Agrigento, or Agrigento. So in Agrigento, I am not alone. I am in like 8 beds of hostel and mixed hostel. I was so anxious. I was a little bit scared, but I was like, nothing is going to happen. You are safe and you are not alone there. And the road from Corleone to Agrigento, it took, I think, about 4 to 5 hours road, until I finally arrived in the hostel. I found a guy from Argentina. We got along, and then I asked him, like, what what are you going to do? And it was like almost sunset. It was like around 17. I was like, oh, can I join you? Yeah, sure. Like, he's planning to go to the temples, like Greek temples there, and the sunset time is really the perfect time to go there and to visit there, because the sunset and the lightning and everything is just really beautiful. After I went to the toilet, I met a woman. She is from Spain. Actually, three of us were in the same train from Palermo, so it was so funny. And then we introduced ourselves, and she told me like, oh, I don't know what to do now, what are you going to do? And I was like, yeah, I am going to the temples with the guy from Argentina, and maybe you can join us, I will ask him. She was like, oh yeah, sure. And yeah, the Argentina guys agree, so we three of us, we went to the temples and we took pictures. We share our experience during the holiday. And the Argentinian guy, he was in Egypt. He had such a long story that he almost lost his life and everything. And the Spanish girl, she's so kind. We kind of have the same energy and the same vibes. I'm so lucky to meet her. And yes, after the temples, we went to the center of Agrigento. We sit on the pasta place. Thank God they have a gluten-free pasta, and three of us, we just crave carbonara. So three of us just ordered the carbonara and we eat together, and we just share a lot of things together until midnight. Next day, like, the Argentina guy has to go in the early morning, but the Spanish woman, she leave on the evening, so we had a chance to spend the day together around Argento. We visit churches, we stay in a cafe for a long time. We talk about spirituality, about karmic, about our love story, about everything, also about our breakup. I feel like she's a person that God or universe sent to me as a reminder, or just to, like, I got a deep message from her. I got kind of answer that I was asking to God through her. The crazy thing is, like, and my ex-partner kind of like blaming me for hurting his feeling, for winning something, I don't know, but that's not true. So I not agree, and I didn't respond to that. And so I just want to have a kind, peaceful closure. So I reached him at that day for a closure. It didn't really went well. Like, he's still blaming me that he's really hurt and disappointed. And so when I was with the Spanish woman, I told her about that. She was articulate my feeling. She was articulating what my thought is that I wanted to tell him. It really helps me. At that day, after she is gone, I wrote him everything that is in my thought, that I refuse, that he is blaming me for hurting him and everything. And I just wish him the best, peace and love, and without bitterness and everything. Finally, I feel like he has peace to end or to close our chapter. And from that, I was like, I was really feeling released, and I can finally see clear again somehow, because I'm not haunted by feeling guilty anymore, because I'm not haunted by him blaming me for hurting him, because I never want to hurt anybody. We both also just excited about what bring us in life, so we both just like surrender in life, and to just trust the process, and to just open for everything. And in that moment, I trust process, I trust universe, I trust life, I trust people, trust timing and everything. And I'm just, time to time, I'm excited for the unknown. I am excited to live. I am excited for tomorrow. I'm just excited for everything afterwards. We took pictures together, we laughed together, we explored things together. It was so beautiful until she left. And then she wished me that I'm going to meet someone that also cool, that is going to have an adventure together with. And I was like, thank you so much, and I wish you too. Until in the evening, I was making my dinner, I took shower, I also decided to stay in the lounge or in the kitchen, because in the kitchen there is like a big dining table and sofa and so on, and I sat on the sofa. I eat my apple. I wait until I get hungry to have dinner. There is two ballet teachers. It was so fun. Like they danced together, and I just saw them until like there is a guy with his meat and watermelon. He sat on the table. He greetings me, and I was like, "Hi." And I know like he say something about the two ballerinas. So I asked him like, "Do you need company?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure, come." So I sit next to him, and at the time I feel like I like to see through his eyes, and I feel like I'm in my feminine energy at that time. I feel like, oh my God, like we both can't stop talking. Like he talks about his life, about his trip in Sicily. So he stayed for, I think, a month. So we just share a lot of things. I don't feel any pressure. I don't feel any fear. I don't feel any rush or something. It's just everything just flowing. Like he gave me good energy somehow, or a good vibe somehow, until like we talk about our next trip. And I told him like I'm going to Syracuse, and he was like, actually I'm going to Enna, but I think I will go to Syracuse first. I was like, you know what, just go to Enna and just follow your first plan, because I don't want to hold you back. And he was like, no, 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 that's fine. I'm staying here for a month anyway. I have 2 weeks left. I have a lot of time, but you don't. So I think I will accompany you in Syracuse. I already booked the hostel, and then he looks for the hostel, and accidentally, like, his hostel is only like 1 meter away. At first, I was a little bit like, be careful. Like, you are alone here, and he's a stranger. You don't know him, but he is a very genuine person. I feel really respected until the next day is coming. So from Agrigento, the bus is difficult. Like either it's so early or it's a little bit late, but we found a good connection in a good timing, and so we decided to go together. So we get a bus to Catania, and from Catania to Syracuse, and we have a long road. And during the road, it was so funny. Like we made an agreement, like, okay, let's pretend that we are a couple for 3 days. So you're my girlfriend, I'm your boyfriend. I was like, yeah, why not? I was scared first. I was feel like it's cringe. I feel like it's strange, but I feel like it's the right things to do, and I feel like it's gonna be such a great experience, because I have never had that kind of experience. Because if I go travel, I mostly go with my friend. I feel like he doesn't have any bad intention to me, because my body can reveal that if someone has a bad intention to me. And I feel like I trust him. I feel safe. I feel safe around him. I don't feel any bad feeling. It's just like my thought, like, be careful, be careful, be careful. But at that time I was like, again, I'm not alone. I am protected. We believe in the same thing. That's why we are getting along, because we have such in common, and we have the same view on world, on society, on life. I mean, of course, there are some things that we are not agree with, or that kind of like different. And yes, he's a French guy. I forgot to tell you. During the road, like we just act like a couple, and I was like, it's okay. I feel like I'm stable at that time. I'm not scared of catching feeling on him. I'm not scared of sadness, of a touch or something, because I feel like I'm just really stable, and he's really secure person. Like he's really honest. He mean what he said, and he's really open about the girls that he knows, the girls that he met during vacation. He showed me the pictures and everything, and we just open to each other. So like there is nothing to worry about, and I'm not really attached to him too. That's why I'm not scared to just like do the couple things with him. When we arrived, we got a chance to enjoy the beach, look around the city, and I feel like I'm safe and protected at that moment in the holiday, because we do a lot of things in the city. We just explore together, and of course we're holding hands and stuff, and we get to see the sunset together until there's like an Italian man come to us. He asked like, where do we get pizza, because we have pizza during the sunset. And so we told him the place, and he's like, yeah, I just spent my money for the shoes, so I need to save now for food, and I'm just looking for a good food but also affordable. And he's talk about his past, about being boxing. He just talk a lot, we just listening until he said like, you guys are going to be a good parents, you're going to be a good mom, and you're going to be a good father. So I was like, I'm not really take it personal, but we just laugh about it, and I don't feel like really attached to him. I mean, at that moment it just doesn't make sense to get any further serious or something, because I need to finish something for 2 years and he wants to travel. We just go with the flow. We just enjoy what we have. We eat, we see sunset, we go, we just explore a lot of places. Until like the next day, we finally that we are allowed to use without, and he really encouraged me to like, come on, let's bike, let's go to all the beaches here, and then let's just explore, and then just go swim. And oh my god, like maybe God sent me a person for me to explore more about the Syracuse, about this place, about Sicily. So the next day we went like from beach by beach, and then we asked the local like, where is your favorite place that is not very too much tourists or something. And she told us like this place and this place. So we went to that place. It was so beautiful, and it was such a beautiful day. I learned a lot about myself through him. I learned a lot about past through him, and this situation just gave me a realization like about the past relationship, that I was not too much. It's all not my fault. It's not about that I wasn't listening to my ex-partner. It's not about that I don't want to understand my ex-partner. I learned patience. I learned how to have peace and how to regulate myself, and to understand, to really like listening. So as a French, he has a very strong accent, and he like we speak in English, and he even told me like, oh, I'm sorry, my English is still bad. I still need to learn English, and I will learn English more, and I will improve myself. And sometimes he also doesn't understand what I said, but I patiently explain it to him, and I do my best. I take time to think clearly and to think how can I articulate this so he can understand, so my partner can understand. I really learn about that, about taking time to think, to build the words in order to articulate my thoughts and my feeling, and how to be just transparent, how to be just be honest, be my authentic self without being someone else in order for him to like me, in order for him to stay with me. I do my best to just be myself, to not pretending or everything to be liked by him or something. Sometimes he just found a little things that I do, that I say, and we end up argue, and we end up just stress on our trips. And I was really scared of it, but thank God, God bless us. Like we didn't have any arguments at all. Like he was being a guide, like he guide our trip, but then he was being honest to me, like, you know what, I like a partner who also like doing 50-50. Like I took lead, but then afterwards you took lead, you know what I mean, like so I can rest, so I can just follow you, not like I'm not doing the all the things, all the work. I was like, oh, thank you, yeah, sure, I can take the lead for the next place. I was like, and the way he's honest, the way he just say what he meant, what his thoughts, I was like, wow. And also I learned about understanding, because that was like my problem in that, in the previous relationship, that my ex-partner kept telling me like, you don't want to understand me, you don't understand me. I was like, what? During with this French guy, we just talk what we want, what what he wants, what he likes, what he doesn't like, what I don't like. And during with him, I'm just really reflecting the past, and sometimes I'm scared for what I said and what I do, that he is going to complain, that he is going to try to change me, to change my behavior, to change my, to just it giving me advice, you better do this and that. Because in the past, like my ex-partner used to be like that, like I just couldn't be myself for 100%. But no, no at all. I really enjoy the trip. I really enjoy our adventures together. We really spend the whole day outside on the beach, with the bike, with the people, with the city, and we just being honest to each other. So we are doing the backpacking. So we are trying to be on a budget, and we just open about it. And then so we do the grocery shopping together. And it was like, okay, let's remind each other to not spending too much money for food, or to not spending too much money for things that is not really worth it. And at the time, I feel like, oh my God, now I am back to myself. Now I can see my worth in myself. Now I can see like what I deserve and what I don't deserve. I think like if you are with a secure person, you, you're not going to have the drama. And during with the French guy, I didn't see any drama at all. We just love, we just enjoy the sun, the ocean, the water, the food, and the vibes. And the next day we have such a also chill day. We went to another city together. It took us like 1.5 hour bus road, and the city called Noto. So we went to Noto, and then we didn't really have much things to do over there because it's like far from the beach. And then we were planning to go to the beach, but we didn't. Yeah, they want us to get the bike to the center, and the hostel is like a little far from center. We have to get the bus, but the hostel owner, they are so scared if they lose the bike, because there is like few guests um, that lent the bike, and then the bikes just got stolen. So at that time, I was feeling a little bit anxious. I told him like, come on, let's be realistic. We are going to leave this city the whole day, and I don't really trust the crowded. I don't really trust the bike being there for the whole day, because they told us they have been lost their bike, like got stolen, and we have to pay for the bike if he's lost it. So I don't want to risk everything. And he was like, oh, why are you so scared, why are you so scared? I was like, yeah, I don't know, then you responsible about it. But he's like, it's okay, maybe you're right, let's go by bus. And when we are arrived in the center, we have to wait for like about 1.5 hours to get into the bus to Noto. So we have like 1.5 hours. And he was like, oh, you should have listened to me. If you go by bike, we are gonna get here earlier, so we get the previous bus and stuff. And so like, oh my God, I feel bad now, but come on, I'm just scared. What if you lose the bike? What if the bike gets stolen? And he was like, come on, we have this, like the place where you can park your bike. But then at the end of the day, he was like, don't feel bad. It's okay. You're right. Maybe the bike's gonna get stolen or something because it's so crowded here. And he tried to comfort me. He tried to make me not feeling bad about the bike. And I was feeling like I was in the previous relationship where like, oh my God, he's gonna get mad at me, and he's gonna keep the blame on me that I'm not agreed to get the bike and stuff. But no, he did comfort me for not feeling bad about the bike. And I was like, wow, so in the past relationship, it's not about that I am desperate or a bad person. It's all just about how to regulate each other, how to understand each other. Because there's a moment where we talk about relationship, and then he was like, I also have never been in a long-term relationship. Like my longest relationship was like, I think 2 years or something, or like 1.5 years. And I was like, and do you argue with your girlfriend? And he was like, no, I don't argue with my girlfriend. If there is something that I disagree, then I talk with her and we find a way. If I argue with my girlfriend, I'm just gonna end this because it's not working. Like if you fight with your partner, why are you fighting with your partner? It's like, wow, I've never met that kind of guy who's really open about the past, about relationship, about, like, he's really secure. He also gave me the vibes that, like, I am not the problem and there is nothing wrong with me. It's all about communication, it's all about understanding, listening. And yeah, this French guy, I feel like I train my brain and my behavior to just be myself and to just articulate every feeling, every thoughts I have about him, about myself, and about what I want and about what I don't like and what I like. And it feels really good just to be yourself. You just really calm, you just really comfortable with every circumstances that happen. Like during in Noto, we spend like 3 hours in the city. We mostly like sit and eat. We have a lot of talks, and then we change mind, and we also like talk about children. Like I asked him, do you want to have children? Because I know some guys in Germany, they don't want to have children, they don't want to have family, they don't believe in that. So he comes from a divorced parents, and he was like, yeah, I do want to have children, but not now. I still want to travel, I just want to discover the world. Yeah, I understand, but you do want to have children. Yeah, I want to have children, but not now. And I don't know, I don't want to be like my father and my mother, but I'm not going to be like that. And I was like, wow, this guy is really reflected and really down to earth, and he really care about how I feel, not like me, not like my feeling, not like that. He, like, we both try to be like there for each other. And I feel like, thank God for these lessons. I know the relationship supposed to be like this. The relationship's supposed to be like that. Like we spent like 3 days together, explore the city. We didn't have any drama, arguments, or bitterness note at all. I feel like, okay, so I think this is the relationship supposed to be. Every time we see something, like he want to see something, so I let him to see something, and then I accompany him. And every time, like, I want to see something, I want to buy something, like he accompany, like, just, it's just like dancing. And I think the relationship supposed to be like that. And there is like a time where, like, hey, I really need to be alone, I need to answer my people at my phone, I need to read, I need to this, so you can do your thing. And he was like, yeah, fine, it's okay, I also need to answer my friends, let's do the me time. I was like, okay, dear God, dear universe, if I ever have any chance to be in a relationship, I will be myself. I will be my authentic self, and listen and understand my partner. Because, like, as I said, we talk in English, and his English is not perfect, neither my English. Sometimes we have a misunderstanding, but sometimes we repeat ourselves like 3 4 times, and if it doesn't work, we use Google Translate. It really teach us patience and understanding. It really gives us also like time to find out how to articulate it. And we both are really aware. We both are just really there. We didn't have any idealization. We didn't have any fantasy. No, we didn't pretend to each other. We just be honest. He is being himself. There is like things that I don't really like about him, but I accept that. And I accept that. I understand that, why he's like that, why he does that. And so he is. I think it's all about accept, let go, understanding, listening, just go with the flow, and just be honest, be transparent. He invites me to his city, I invite him to my city or to where I live. We stay in contact, but we both are not attached to each other. And so this trip and that French guy just gave me a big lesson, just helped me to find myself again, to be with myself again, to help to gather myself, and help me find all the answer that I have been asked. Yeah. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you can take the lesson that I experience and just be open for the things that coming. Don't predict the future. Don't be too attached to things, to the future, to prediction. Just get to the unknown. The unknown is really, really amazing. The unknown is really, really fun. So just gotta have fun with that. So just be here in the now. Just enjoy the now, and you will find and you will experience good things that you have never expected. And just trust the universe, the trust timing and process, and just be aware. Take care of your health. I will see you in the next video, and I love you. Bye bye.